Okay. How's that sound? Hopefully it's working now. Ugh, okay. Yo, everybody. My microphone decided to reset, so I had to reconnect that. That's fun. Welcome in, Moxius. Welcome in, Warden. How are you all doing today? Let's see. Let's go here. Alright. So, I am in the process of trying to find which... There it goes. Okay. Quest giver. Okay. I need to be in the pillars. Okay. I was doing a little bit of reconnaissance just now. We can officially switch to the chatting screen. Hello, everybody. Just letting people know that I won't be very active in the chat. Okay, so, today we are moving on to the, next phase of the Hildebrand quests. And the first and foremost place we need to go is the pillars. And I found that out just now, because I just looked at, who I was supposed to get the thing from, and all that. Also, I've been setting stuff up for stream, like, all day. Alright. No, I just want to test real quick. Okay, Twitch needs to stop showing me that. That's annoying. Twitch keeps hitting me with the, hey, you know you can do this, right? And I'm like, I don't really want to. Okay. So it is working. Alright. I connected stream elements with, OBS, so I have more control over alerts and stuff. I have a Discord now that I got set up and put some timers on for some bots to remind me to hydrate. Totally not beg for follows or anything. That is a joke. That is a joke, Twitch. Don't take it seriously. And that whole thing. Alright. So now we go to the pillars. Yeah, and one for hydrating, yeah. Unless I already said that. Alright, we are, once I'm in the pillars, I'll switch over to the gaming screen. Could be lurking. Alright, I need to set up alert command. Before I start chilling, gonna be lurking. Yeah, I need to set up alert command, but hope your lurk goes good, Mox. And now that we're here, let's switch over to the gaming screen. Alright, and then let me just click on the game capture. There we go. Okay. Yep, we are back again in Final Fantasy XIV, and it is Good to be back. Just gotta... You gonna do your thing? There he goes. There he goes. Look at him. Look at him. There he goes. Most gentlemanly. Oh. No, that's gonna be a thumbnail. Let me just... grab that. Alright. Okay. So, we are continuing the Hildebrand quest, which means we are going here. To the market area. For a gentleman falls rather than flies. Just gonna jump off this ledge over here. Take 24,000 damage. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. It is Father's Day today, so I hope everyone got time to hang out with their fathers and their father figures and all of that, and wish them all a good time and all that. All right, there's Nashu. As you catch a sight of Nashu, you can't help but wonder if you're about to have a bad time. Well, I'll be Quake Nix in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is that what they call serendipity, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. Core, I was hoping you would silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory of the inspector took when he was catapulted in the sky again. I've triple-checked my figures and concluded that he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Fortunately, the investigation has been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, we're sure to make some progress. Come on, let's speak to the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with the gentlemanly Highlander. Yay. Gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies. I cannot say I've had dealings with the man you describe. Oh, wait a second. Before I continue, I am going to make a stop at an inn real quick to wear some gear. To put some gear on. To make a new glamour set, basically. Alright, go here. Oh, that's the Sea of Clouds. That's not what I wanted. Alright, Foundation. Forgotten Night. Okay. Because something had occurred to me. And I was thinking about it. I was like, what if I did a... Like, anytime I did the Hildebrand quest, I had the inspector's clothes on. Alright, innkeep. Retire to an inn room. And I thought it'd be funny. Alright, glamour dresser. Head, body, hands. Manderville coat. Chocobo pajama shirt. I don't have any of that. I'll store that as glamour too. Oh, I am so close to being full on this stuff. Manderville bottoms, Chocobo pajama bottoms. Alright, glamour pants, or glamour stuff. Let's see, where is Blue Mage? There's Blue Mage. I don't need this. Oh no, my character, he's naked. Alright. Bottoms. Let's see. That could work. What did I come in on? I am putting a detective's outfit on my character, and I had to take all the gear off of one of my things. There we go. And then, there, I think that would work. And what would work best? Ooh. Ooh, that would work. About that one. Also, welcome in, Leia. Hope you're having a good day. About that one. Ooh, that would work. Or I could just do this one. Nah. It's been a day. Aw, I'm sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your day gets better, though. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. As an inspector, it is important for me to be dressed for the part. So... there we go. I am dressed for the part. I'm not sure if it's that it's been a day. It's just been hot and exhausting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had my fair share of days where it's extremely freaking hot and you're just exhausted by the end. All right, now that I am dressed the part, we can continue. Pillars, and then over there. All right. Yeah, we'll see if the bot actually works or not, because it would be cool to have the hydration reminder. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander Adventures. It was like 94, feels 101. Ooh, I feel that. I feel that. I used to live, or technically I do live in a desert, and it is always hot during the summer, and it's like mid-June, of course, so it's freaking horrible. Oh, so freaking hot. Sold my fair share of goods to Highlander Adventures, but I cannot describe such clients with as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Alright, and you are the last one. Good morrow to you, sir. Oh, you were looking for someone, a gentlemanly Highlander? I know not of this man whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress, Elisay does. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. All right, so now we go this way. Yeah, I'm in the swamp. Ah, I see. I don't live in a swamp. My heat is a dry heat, and I admit that a humid heat is worse. Because not only is it hot, but it's also super muggy and stuffy, and it's horrible. I visited family that lived in Alabama like years and years and years ago, and I just remember being sweaty all the time. It was horrible. As ever, a warm welcome to you, sir. How may I be of service? I'm looking for a gentlemanly Highlander. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you seek. Feels like the heat is heavy, and it's so weird because I'm from the dry part of Texas, so humid heat has been awkward to get used to. Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it. It's like it's a heavy heat. It's like you'd be in a house that was air conditioned, everything would be good, and then you like walk outside and it's like the air gets punched out of your chest with how heavy and muggy and everything is. It's freaking crazy. Different types of heat. Meanwhile, you just like with dry heat, it can be heavy too, but you don't have that like mugginess to it. And I feel like that's the big difference there. It's how muggy and kind of stuffy the heat can be in like places with more humidity. Begging your pardons, miss. Did you say you know Inspector Hildebrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmont, or so it is rumored. There it is! It worked! Stream elements. It is time to hydrate. Remember to drink some water, everyone. Feels like it's sitting on your skin. Mm-hmm. Stream elements. Thank you for the reminder. This cup that you cannot see. Wrong hand. This cup that you cannot see is full of water. I've been working on stream stuff all day, Leia. It's been a lot of work. Surely as a ward of House Fortin, it would be trifling matter to go... What's water? It's this really cool thing that is a liquid that covers nearly 70% of the earth, and it is really refreshing to drink. Not the bit that is covering 70% of the earth. Well, I mean, I guess it can, but it's salty. You need like fresh water with no salt in it. Though salt water can have some health benefits depending on what you're using it for. It's a little complicated. Surely as a ward of House Fortin, it would be trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Thanks, Leia. I knew it was serendipity. To Fortin Manor. You is water. Warden speaks the truth once again. Okay, now we run to Fortin Manor. You know what? Let me get rid of these so they're not popping up. There we go. At least so I'm not tracking them anymore. So this is a really cool scythe. If I had a different color scheme with my main Reaper, I would definitely be using the scythe. I'm going for a white color scheme, and I don't think I can dye this scythe. Or if I did, it didn't look good. I think that was the thing for me. Right, House Fortin Knights. Well met, Master Nix. Do you require assistance? I'm looking for a gentlemanly Highlander named Inspector Hildebrand. Aye, it is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmont is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We have found the Inspector. If I am not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you'd like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guests to depart. The gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a respectable sort. It's not like you to let a wild gazebo... Oh my god. Run. Now, Shu, you're getting the... I don't know what you're thinking of, but you're getting it wrong. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. The guard's like, what? And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. Also, I really don't think Nashu's rest for the weather. We're in a really snowy place, and yeah. Kofi! Welcome in, Kofi. How are you doing today? I'm done with the model. Oh! That's freaking awesome. That must be Inspector Hildebrand. You cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found a brisk Corthian air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both, a welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. I don't think this is Hildebrand. He's speaking too fancy. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. It's Godbert. Oh. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Lord Godbert, but I thought... Hildy and Ishgard? This is the first I've heard of it. Aha, I have found you at last, heretic! Oh, you're gonna be a thorn. Can't stay long, but I am lurking to support, and we love our lurkers here, Kofi. Feel free to. And also, I have finally set up a Discord server. So feel free to join. Oh. Yeah, I got it fixed up and ready to go, Kofi, so it's all ready. It's all ready, finally. Oh, it's still a work in progress, but at least it's out there now. You, yes you, the hulking brute with the mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon. This man is an Ul'Dan merchant, here at the behest of House Fortan. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortan, then he couldn't possibly. Though there were... Oh my god. Godbert, what are you doing? Though there were 2 wards but they were acquitted of all charges and trial by combat, and if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I'll try to lurk when I can so we can get your channel point goals. Thank you, Leia. That is going to be so useful. At this point, it's literally only having the viewers. Like having 3 viewers on average. That is all I need. I have the followers. I just need the viewers. So having people lurking is like all I could ask for at this moment. So you and Kofi saying that you'll lurk like is so freaking helpful, and I'm so thankful. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and as you may have guessed, I am an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. It's the hardest part. I remember how hard that was on my first account. I always heard it was. It was never the follows, because people come in and leave follows all the time. It's having somebody... It's having 3 people on average watch your stuff, and just having them there is the hardest part. And I don't blame people for not coming in. Everyone's busy, everyone's got stuff going on. There are people who they would rather watch. I don't mind that, because I follow a bunch of people and I don't watch them all, so I totally get it. It's just having 3 people sitting in chat, which is the hard part. But needless to say, having everybody coming in and lurking and all that is extremely helpful. Oh, a heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? I am following at least 800 people because I have no self-control. Ooh. Leia, you should see my YouTube. I am subscribed to so many people. I, a man, rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself with a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Oh my god, Nashu. It's probably Hildebrand. It's probably not a fan. It's probably the guy we're looking for. Say again, are you acquainted with such a man? I see. And the man you are looking for is Lord Gobbert's son. It would seem our investigations may be connected, so I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of this heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that it might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go to him, Quake. It looks like our best lead yet. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and there is a chance we might be reunited. I should be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Okay, I'm really hoping what that was just a firework. I heard something outside, and I'm like, either somebody slammed the top of a of a dumpster, or somebody set off a firework. Alright. Speak with Redwald at Falcon's Nest. I love the music of Heaven's Word. It was always so, like, either super epic or really calm, and I liked it. Alright, Redwald, where are you? Wait a minute, I can just fly here. God, Bert, why are you wearing less clothes now? I'm trying to do Stormblood. I can't make myself log on today, so I guess I'll do it after from work tomorrow. Alright. Stormblood was a lot of fun. Oh, Shadowbringers? Okay, Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is so fun. If, like, anyone is on... Yeah, if anyone's on Leia, and you ever need somebody, like, because I'm guessing you have a subscription, now, or you're going to be getting your subscription back up again soon, but, like, I am seriously telling you, like, there is absolutely no way you can bother anybody by just typing in the FC chat, hey, anyone want to help me with this dungeon? Because there have been times where I was just doing it, and I was like, hey, I'm about to go in a dungeon, anyone want to help? And then, like, Cubit or Moxius would show up, and we just go through a dungeon, and it made the queue really easy. What I'm doing with Warden right now is whenever Warden gets to a trial or a dungeon, I'll go in as a level 90 and just nuke it for him so that he doesn't have to sit in queue or go one group of mob or one group of ads by one group of ads with the AI. And it just helps get through the story quicker. And it's just tons of fun. So you have a whole FC who you can get help from. And with Dawn Trail coming soon, you're lucky because people are getting back into it. I had to relearn Dancer on the fly in a battle today, and I was like, oh, I forgot all of this. Yeah. Yeah, relearning classes is tough. But yeah, with Dawn Trail coming out, everyone's getting back into it, so you have tons and tons of people who you can ask for help if you ever need it. And like, I am telling you, it will not be a bother. People will gladly help you. Master Nyx, are these your traveling companions? Mysterious muscular vagabond? Ah, yes. A patrol sighted him lurking near Dusk Vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I am surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy! Oh no. Ah, terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. But still, much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why, Halone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Ah, yes. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember. The Ishgardian Inquisitors, their whole thing was, welcome in Slime, or welcome Suzu. You stop being a nerd, you nerd. It takes a nerd to know a nerd, Suzu. So if you're calling me a nerd, that makes you a nerd. Either or. Okay. But if I remember right, after what happened in Heaven's Word, and it was revealed that the lies of the church were, well, lies, it made the Inquisitors kind of useless, because everything that they were talking about, that was heretical, was the truth. So it makes sense that there would be people trying to make sure that they could stay funded and stuff. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will have your share in the glory. That shrug was a, I don't care. The hunt continues onward to the Dusk Vigil. I am told the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress properly for the weather. Little does he know that these pants are built for all types of weather. Oh wow, okay. I forgot where Dusk Vigil was. I thought it was in Quarthus, the Quarthus Highlands. Nope. How are you doing, Suzu? How's your day been? Oh, nice. Have I been? I've been pretty good. Was setting up a lot of stuff for stream today. Got a Discord server finished. And then moved on to adding stuff to stream elements. So it's been a bit busy, but it's been good nonetheless. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I set stuff up for Raruto, which is what Birdie uses for her 3D avatar. I set it up so that when people follow, I get slapped with a object or something. But I don't know if it works. Guess you gotta try it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to follow at this point. I set it up. It looks like it works. I toggled it. I did the whole thing. You just don't know because nobody's following or followed yet. Why are you attempting to unfollow and refollow? What are you doing? How are you not dressed for the cold? I get Godbert. He's built different. Nashu is Nashu. She doesn't care. How are you cold? You live here. You see, I'd say go for it, Leia, but Twitch can be really slow when counting follows, and it says I have 51 followers, but it's only telling me on my end that I have 50. So I would just wait until somebody new follows. Fury, take me, it's freezing. Ah, this is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Over there, look, someone's coming from the Vigil. Inspector, is that you? Oh, it's gotta be him. Ugh. It's one of the gentleman zombies. As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombie Brand's compatriots, how fare you all this fine evening? You have to unfollow, wait like a day or two, and then refollow. It's weird. Yeah, Twitch is slow when it comes to that. Hark, a heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics! He's no heretic, it's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far north, from Old Ock, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. As I was chosen to serve as an emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Ah, truly? Every last one dead? That is to say, irrevocably dead? It was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it's more than a little disappointing, you understand. Then my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land at Gorthus? Now, don't fret so. If it is our overlords you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Deadmen, our fates and our aether are inextricably intertwined. Or entwined, not intertwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir? Can you guide us to Inspector Hildebrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad of ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness, which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Sir, surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it, they've left us behind! Did he just stomp his feet? Seared looks of utter confusion is... Sear's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well. Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie and a bloodhound? As a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Quake. He's not gonna regain control. He does not know how this is gonna work for him. He thinks he does, but he doesn't. He may have been top dog in the Inquisitors, but he's never met someone like Hildebrand or his special brand of hijinks. Hell, he stopped a zombie apocalypse from happening by quite literally stumbling into it. And got bird squatting again. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombie Brand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else, mayhap a powerful magic confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested. Gotta do squats to stay warm after all. That's fair. Facebook just recommended that I add Christopher Sabat as a friend because we share a friend. Huh. That's interesting. That is so interesting, Leia. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up. Quick can handle himself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashu? Ah, I take your meaning, my good zombie. Quake, pray see to this lady's protection. Mr. Seer, would you care to take the lead? Time to hydrate, everybody. Get a drink of water, or a drink of whatever, as long as you get a drink. See, the funny thing is I set up the stream elements bot to do that a long time ago, and it never worked, and I think I figured out why. I didn't set it up right. Look, quick, that's got to be the inspector. It's him. He's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos. Those are gazebos. Nay, my lady, these are not mere gazebos. They're the real bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. I'm just cried because it's so hard. Yeah, it's really hard. There's a lot to do. And also don't worry about the asterisks or whatever. If you put a link there, that was just because I have links disabled. So people can't throw links in, just in case some person comes in and tries to put a malicious link in there. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. It's streamer bot is what I said. Ah, okay. Who would surely, they are gentlemen gazebos, fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Not only, only Quake can save Master Zombie Brand now. Alright, time to beat some monsters. Yeah, from what Birdie said, StreamerBot is really difficult. Did someone say jest? Inspector, can you hear me? We've all been looking over, we've been looking all over for you. Is I got some, actions from a YouTuber for chat commands. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch a cold. Up and at 'em. Everyone's waiting for you. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me. Is that my heretic? Confound it, I wanted him alive. Spectre Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic. He's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, just like last time. Hildy ever was the late riser. Fear not, my wife and I have our ways of waking him. Why is that old man in a crop top? It's because he's built different. Oh no. Hildebrand, Hillador, Maximilian, Manderville, get up right this instant! It's got his mouth flapping in the wind. That's the most massive suplex I've ever seen. Suplex City. This is... yeah. Was it the Manderville Meteor Strike or the Manderville Meteor Dive? Bah, maybe just, Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go. Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert. Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Corthus? And who are these people I see before me? Oh, there he goes. Ah, but of course, who else would venture into an inhospitable climes and wake me from my slumbers, sweep my beloved fans? Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? Because that is exactly what happens here. What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh. Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Little Lalafelling girl. How adorable. 1 second. I need to get this for a thumbnail. For, VODs, because I'm gonna upload this to YouTube later. This would make the perfect thumbnail. Actually, please note the firm muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellan boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two can't possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy, who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. Let's gently wake him up, slaps him with the hammer. There, that's ought to do it. I sent you a DM where I clipped Suplex City. Alright, I gotta look at that real quick, Kofi. Also, let me give you access to the server. Roles. You are now verified, and not only are you verified, but you're a VIP because you are a very important person to me. All right, let's see. I need to see the Suplex City clip. Oh, that is awesome. Thank you for clipping that, Kofi. Oh, that is awesome. All right, back to it. What is this place? Who am I? Oh my god, what are you doing? So now that he's here, it is time to show him how much I've been practicing. Gotta flex, and then make sure to smile. Alright. It seemed that although Father's ungentle ministrations served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? I'm just gonna assume they're a robot because of the artificial legs. Don't worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I have lost my memory many more times than I can remember. That is the baby Vivi. I do not know who that is. If they're from another Final Fantasy game, I would not know, because 14 is my first Final Fantasy game. He's from FF9. Ooh. That's really interesting. Yeah, before 14, my only exposure to anything Final Fantasy was knowing that it was the company's Final Fantasy game, and it was their last hope before going bankrupt, and it ended up blowing up. And other than that, all I knew was the characters Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's all it is. And the sword. I remember, like, anything that had a massive sword was, like, either Devil May Cry or Final Fantasy, and that was pretty much it. That was all all my exposure to it. And then I got into 14, and it's funny because Cupid's like, how do you not remember this person? I'm like, I've never played any other Final Fantasy games, Cupid. I don't know. Oh, it's great. Then can you help me to remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac? The hobbled boy, or whatever. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Effective as you are explosive. The magician, if I remember right, he is what the black mage in 14 is based around, if you remember what their level 50 outfit. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Okay, thanks for giving me a little bit of an explanation, Leia. It's super useful to know. Effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi? That is my name? When you woke up, you were muttering Gigi Gigi Gigi. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance to you, so until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker. But that is the sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile just goes by the name Gigi anyway? Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am? Patience, Gigi. It is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. He is so cute. He is so freaking cute. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanaland, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer, though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. This is rather a lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. He has no idea. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. Good luck with that, dude. Uh-oh. Okay, last time that figure was Hildebrand's mom. So we will see how that goes. Oh yeah, and I forgot to do this. Just so I can remember. Oop, there we go. Then do that, do that. Okay. Okay, back in. Let's see. Seer. There he is. Fury take me, that man. Ah, Quake. I suppose you've heard the news then, that Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you're looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to gods know where, with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil. Sickness which has since been purged. So I have a playthrough of FF9 up, and I just hear, yay, we beat it, then it's not over. Then, yay, it's time to die. That's awesome. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now, I have no doubt that the inspector will turn up again, like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. He has no clue. None at all. Oh. Oh. See you, Inspector. Oh my god, is that a reference to Cowboy Bebop? That has to be. There's no way it's not. Because they always had, like, in that same corner, in, like, that same exact font, it would have "See You, Space Cowboy" on it. Yeah, so I bet it was an Easter egg. There's no way it wasn't. Alright, but I will be right back, and then we will continue with Seer. Be right back. Okay, that emote is really cute. And I am back. But in the like 2 minutes I was gone, I was like, I'll check Twitter. And then I saw the thing you tweeted, Leia, of the of the Furby. And honestly, out of all the Furbies I've seen that are not regular Furbies, that one's not crazy. That one's actually a little cute. Seer must once more enter into a world he does not quite understand. Does the happy tippy taps? I saw that. That was cute. I pray this eve finds you well, Quake, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all. Who can say what secrets or heresy? Makes me stim clap. It might hold. Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in his interest, in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Fury be praised. At least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the inspector and assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fort Tom Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. I don't think my character nodded. I think he kind of went like a, eh. Ark of the Humble. Oh, the starbird is on my shoulder. So freaking cute. Wait a minute. Okay, I need to go to here. There we go. Remember to stretch, people. Whew. Verily shall we scour all creation from the deepest pits of the seven hells, the fair pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells! Just so, this is the creed of Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Oh, he's doing the flex. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. Well posed, Gigi. Well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. He's not going to part from him. It's too late. He's been taken by the cuteness. Seer, I thought it was going to be an uphill battle for you. Now you're Sisyphus. It's an act in futility. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Council Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender the mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Quake and Inspector Seer. Even the Jester, according, ever the Jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic, when 'tis plain to see he's merely a precocious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl, as if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't, the soul of femininity. As you please, were you not witness to the magnificent display of Manderville masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. It's an act in futility, Seer. You're not gonna get anywhere. Master Nix, Inspector Seer, what's all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh, Lord Edmont, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I came to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point, they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi is a boy or a girl? Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too. Has this whole world gone mad? Fine, but even supposing that Gigi is a real boy. Wait, is a real boy. Cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity while the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation. And then, of course, we explain it to him. I see. Then, until such a time as Gigi recovers his memories, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House of Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now, if you wish. Adopt? That would make me Gigi's father. Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action. Stream Elements demands hydration, and I shall answer. Here's a toast. And I have taken some water. Now, have you drank water, Warden? Have you? I'm pointing at you. Yes, dot, 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 dot. That doesn't sound very convincing. You better drink some water. You better do it. You better drink some water. Dr. Pepper, that's all you get. And that's totally fine. Says water in it somewhere. As long as you're drinking something. I have iced tea. I'll count that. I'll count that. Now, to shrink this back down. Oh, that's... There we go. Then we just lower myself. I'll go a little bit bigger than I was. Go about here. Yeah, that works. Doubtless, the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildebrand, Agent Recurring Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville. Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful. Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap the grace of the Fury, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Seer is totally blindsided. He's like, whoa. Thank you, Lord Edmont. I shall not forget this kindness. Come on, my beautiful assistant, my beloved son. We must away. Oh, Halone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am willing, still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is hale and healthy as ever. Not that I will ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. And off he goes. Edmont is one of my favorite characters. He's such a cool dude. And he also went through it. And this is where I check. I have found him. And now I go on with my duties. Yep, just in case you didn't know, this is what Warden's character looks like. Super cute bunny boy extraordinaire himself. On occasion. You know it's more than on occasion, Warden. Right, I think I go up. Right? Oh. GG. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor house of Miss. Pray do not fill that laugh was worth it. The mammoth's head with such nonsense. This is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I am quite certain there is no house during and that it is rather ludicrous portmanteau of the four high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him for the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. I love the little shimmy that Seer's doing, because he's like, meh. Alright, okay, so I gotta go foundation now. I'll just use the damn aetheryte. Is that a 2B? Yes, it is. Leia, they have a Nier Automata raid series, and it is so hard. And it's in Shadowbringers. I've heard of it. We doing Nier? No. I've already done it. I'm just letting Leia know. Last collab I did was Monster Hunter. Ooh, nice. I've never touched Monster Hunter. It's not really up my alley, so I haven't really watched anything, but it looks fun. Splendid specimens of horse-bird flesh. Do you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. Sag, I got excited for nothing. It is showing, and I gotta hear it. I've never been able to beat 9. Alright, no worries, Leia. Have fun. I got excited for nothing. We could totally do the Nier raids at some point, Zuzu. I've already gone through them with Moxius and Cubit. So they're nothing new to me, but maybe when Warden finishes Shadowbringers, we can throw him through it and, and us two can be part of it. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. It might help. Sniff, sniff. It didn't. Can't wait to die repeatedly. Here's a cheat to pretty much any raid or any boss, Warden. Don't step in the AoEs. Just don't step in the orange juice, and you'll be fine. Also, follow the crowd. 90% of the time, if you follow the crowd, you're good. You know, just because you found him in a Korthan snowbank doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets, exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. First time? But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, Father. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Aw. Am I that strange-looking? No, you're absolutely cute. And now I do the warden sweep. There he is. Alright, now back to the pillars. And to the markets. Someone, is this an I or a P? And then the other NPC said, maybe if you've actually studied reading rather than playing knights and knaves, you could read or something like that. And I'm like, ooh, that was a little rough, but ooh. Why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you your days filled with grand adventure and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits. Ooh. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo in an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? One waged by your wild, gestures, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. 'Twas over 700 years old, and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lords commanders, and 1 duke. 100 million gil. Oh, Alone, why would you have forsaken me? Oh, well, would you look at that? He's the only one totally unfazed. Yeah. It's a miracle, nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Did I do that? Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous. You're a born artisan, just like father. Papa Hildy's papa? Your grandpapa, Godbert. Your grandpapa, Godbert. The man who woke you up with a few gentle haps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Because he does. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. Just witnessed a miracle. I demand that you acknowledge it. This mammoth. Sir, I say sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless face. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood, and I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hilding, no more. I know you mean well, but, we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you, you are my son. You are a Manderville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Manderville girl, through and through. Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. Oh no, we're getting into... Oh god. Things spiraled out of control so fast. Oh, there's Warden. I'm a sobbing mess, but I'm back. Oh no, Leia. Well, it's only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange it may sound, I too tested my father's patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. It's a good ending, but it's still a Final Fantasy game. Yeah, I know how that feels. In my one experience finishing a Final Fantasy game, I cried at the end of Endwalker. It was an amazing ending, a happy ending, but I cried. I said we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can you know? Oh, never mind. I've seen the end, and it's hard. Someone accidentally spoiled it on stream. The end of Endwalker? Hildebrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of space and time, definitions of man and machine. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildebrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinary, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's a simple spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked. They're like, I'll stop and do the ending off stream, and then went, oh, F, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know it was the end. Oh, yeah, that's rough. It kind of sneaks up on you. But, yeah, the ending, specifically with the conversation you have with one of the characters, is what made me cry. I won't go into any more detail with that. But there's a really beautiful conversation you have, and it hit me very emotionally. Especially because my family was going through a rough time when I finished. So it hit me right in the feels. Don't remember enough, so it's going to hurt me again. Oh, yeah. That's the spirit. Solving solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who unmasks thieves, defeats duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry stationed at the city gates and airship landing. If Yuri help us, he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we will regroup here and share our findings. Dismissed. Oh, dang. Okay, Warden's been following me for a while. I just checked my Discord and yeah, he's been following me around for a hot minute. Okay, so I need to go back to the manufactory. You know what? While I'm here, might as well repair my gear. It's time to hydrate, everybody. I'm gonna finish healing all this gear. Then I will... Okay. Okay, foundation. Sky Steel Manufacturing. Is it up or is it down? Looks to be up. Oh yeah, almost forgot. When I get channel points, I'll get rid of the stream elements thing and have it as a channel point. Make some tea, BRB. Alrighty, see you when you're back. Hope the tea's delicious. Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat. He came through here, bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was what's the name? Lalafels, right? Funny little bugger. Seemed keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it's not by the main gates. The sentries at Airship Landing have seen no one matching his description. Falcon's Nest? Fury, take me. We must return to the... must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wherever Gigi goes, I will follow him, and find him, and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he returned to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the wind. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it came clear to him that he was in fact a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Corthus, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him. Home to his heretic masters, to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. Spectre, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Sir might not think highly of our little girl. It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously follow him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu, that is the Manderville way. Wait a minute. Banana. I love the music. Okay. You know what? System configuration. Let's see. How do I turn mount music off? Player effects. Equalizer. No, let me Google that real quick. Some store I'm on. You're safe for now. I'll play music when mounted. There we go. Okay, I like that more. Wait, so Warden, you're doing some more of Shadowbringers? Aha, I knew it. The mammoth is immediately left to the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. Yeah, I wanted to stream it, but had family over today. Well, if you want to do, if you need my help with any dungeons or whatever, let me know. And I can party up with you and do them real quick. And hell, if you wanted to, we could jump into a Discord call. Maybe in the VIP VC in my Discord. Yeah, just so we could link and know what we're doing. The mammoths immediately left the outpost. Need help, I'll message you. Yeah, no worries at all. Left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I've just had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her grandpa might like to see that trick of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. We must be eager to find his grandparents. Self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father. Ah, what a fine young gentleman. Eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles. Beckons. I really cannot be bothered. Seer, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. You're kind of an asshole. Tracks continue north. Okay. I'll have it like this. Oh no. Is that... Mammoth lies motionless in snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. My head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Oh, Gigi, if you want to have a snowball fight, with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he's glad to see you were unharmed. Just gonna do something real quick. Back with spearmint tea. Ooh. Just gonna have that open on my phone. See, you're unharmed. It seemed he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks, these dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? If a mere blow of the head could fell our Gigi, we Mandervilles, as if a mere blow of the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions. Several times from moms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. I said yesterday if all I had to do was the dungeon, then I'd do it before I logged off. Oh, is it like straight up a dungeon immediately? There were no quests before it? Oh, so I was wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry, Warden. But the earth was no less brilliant for the experience. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross our paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed with, in my duel with Julian, but how rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpa Godbert, Grandpa Godbert. Manashu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg you, grant me life. Make me a real boy. Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. Then let us begin. This body, it's everything I've ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbert. Thank you. Oh, but I've not even begun to begin. Guide my hammer. Oh my god. He's huge. Oh my god. Papa Hildy, I am a Manderville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. He's absolutely huge. Oh my god. Papa Hildy. Gigi. Going in for a hug. Is that a punch? Oh no. Oh! He clotheslined him. Oh! His freaking jaw! Ooh! Seems like he's... My favorite thing about this is they limit break every time they do something like this. Now that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy, oh dear, who could have done such a thing? No! By the Fury, it's just like the face all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that, this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable. And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Why didn't you say so? A Manderville man is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you a man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look at them in the eye and say, nay, I am a Manderville mammoth. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand, and I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Manderville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that, woman? Our son has gone and gotten himself a son. Grandpa Godbert, Grandpa Godbert. It all makes sense now. Grandpa Godbert and Grandma Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpa, Grandpa and Grandma. Few things in life are ever grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Ha ha ha. Oh no. She's mad. And what's so bloody grand about it? They're not escaping. They're not escaping. She's gonna chase him down. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Fury take me. I'd heard the tales of Dark Knights before, but no. No, it couldn't be. No, I don't. I think it was something far worse. Heretical? Like as not, but rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. Oh, she's straight up gonna walk to them. Oh. Alright, Warden, you need me, right? If you're willing, I'm willing. We shall be taking a brief detour from the Hildebrand storyline to help Warden out in nuking some monsters. Yep. That's exactly it, Leia. We're gonna blow them up. I might not say much while I'm doing this because I'm going to be focusing. Okay, get him. I'm gonna try and do a pull. My tea is so hot, I'm scared to sip it. I don't want to burn. You're gonna have to take that risk, Leia. It's... it's gonna be rough. Alright, note to self. I am not a tank. So I don't get tank privilege. The amount of times I've burnt myself on hot chocolate because I was like, if I wait too long, it's gonna get cold. Too many times. First boss time. Let's kill it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No, it interrupted my damn thing. Absolute a-hole. swap over when Warden hits the next dungeon. Alright. Okay, Warden, I may die. I'm gonna die. You got this, Warden. It's almost down, you got it. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay. We almost had it, though. We almost had it. Yeah, we got this. We almost had it. We have to run the entire way. They don't have the shortcut. I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should have, and then I died. So... Alright, asshole, time for round 2. Come on, we almost got you. And there we go, first boss down. Whew. I realized I do indeed have some mitigation. Damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 3%. Okay. So I do indeed have some mitigation I can use, so that's what I was doing. Oh. Okay. It's been so long since I've had to use any of these abilities down here, I completely forgot about them. Just love the smack. Alright. Get out of the AoE. Alright. Oh look, a royal cupbearer. That was so gross. Ooh. Whee! I think someone tried to spam in my chat. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whew, okay. Feel bad my wife sent me at a friend's. It's almost 1 a.m. She was working in the morning. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Okay. Hopefully she gets back soon. So that she's not absolutely exhausted with lack of sleep and stuff. That's rough. trying to remember what the boss is for this one. Asked her a few times, she hasn't answered, so probably her own fault at this point. I mean, that's probably fair. At like 540. Oh yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. You've done everything you can do. And if you know you have to work in the morning, it kind of becomes a thing. Oh. This one's gonna be rough. I think get in between. Yep. I can't remember. Okay, so that one's a get in the center. Oh, we're gonna be running. Alright, so that one went off. This one went off. That one went off. Alright, and then back in the center. Woo! There we go. Grab that. Ooh, I'll grab that as well. You'll pass on that. Then, most gentlemanly. Whew. I forgot how tough that one can be. I've only ever done it once or twice. Ironically, the armadillo was harder. That was a fun boss. It really was. Gonna be honest, before this dungeon, I forgot I had Bloodbath. Once I realized I had Bloodbath, it was a game changer. So I was like, wait, I can do a crap ton of damage and regain health? Yeah, I've been so used to doing content from earlier expansions that I completely forgot that I had it. Because I didn't need it. You would fight monsters unsynced. So I'd be fighting level 50 monsters as a level 90 Reaper, and I wouldn't need to worry. Rip Bloodbath, always forgotten. But then when you remember it, it's a game changer. Thank you, Cutie Quake. You're welcome, Cutie Warden. All right, I am gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and use the bathroom. All right, be right be. All right, I'm back. Song sounds like an opening to either Bleach or Eureka 7. I can't remember which one, and I keep expecting to hear it. All right. Chat, I have a confession for you all. I wasn't actually drinking water before. I was drinking cherry Coca-Cola. But now I actually have water. I know I have betrayed your trust, and I will be going forward the second worst soda. Okay, I see how it is. I wasn't expecting to be attacked like that. Pepsi is the first. I agree on that. Pepsi, I don't like Pepsi. They're mad, utterly mad, the whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. For today, I didn't know a mammoth could have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? So I have a hot take when it comes to soda. Your soda tier list, this is my hot take. Your soda tier list will change depending on whether you have it canned or in a 2-liter bottle. Or like from a fountain or something like that. Like a soda fountain at like a restaurant. I prefer Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola in like, what is it? I think I prefer Dr. Pepper canned. But I prefer Coca-Cola who's from fountain. Yeah. But I prefer Coca-Cola from like a 2-liter bottle. So it's depending on the environment I'm in, it will change the what I choose and stuff like that. Coke gives me cotton mouth. Yeah. I still just wasn't expecting to be told like like I'm like, oh yeah, I was drinking Coca-Cola, and Leia, who's an absolute sweetheart, to be like, horrible taste. I was not expecting that. It's like the Android and iPhone debate. No matter which side you choose, you lose because people hate you for it. I'm a very opinionated on water. I could tell. But honestly, Leia, no worries or anything. I'm not offended. I just thought it was funny. Yeah. Like, I drink Dr. Pepper, I drink Coca-Cola, I drink cherry Coca-Cola, I drink cherry Dr. Pepper. I actually really like cherry Dr. Pepper. It's just what's cheapest, and I'll buy that. I really don't care that much. There's sodas, and I'll get put on fire for it. I'll hear it. No donut, drink water. Yeah, I'm drinking water now, Cupid, don't worry. Pib Extra. I don't think I've had Pib in a while. So I can't, like, having not tasted it in a long time, I don't have skin in the game, so I can't make a judgment on that. It's more flavorful Dr. Pepper. That's fair. That's fair. And then, like, a not so hot take for me is, like, if you haven't tried the food, your opinion on the food shouldn't matter. So, like, I haven't had pineapple on pizza. Like, having not tried it, I don't think it would taste good. But then again, I haven't tried it, so how would I know? So why should I give my opinion? Because I haven't tried it. So yeah, stuff like that is, like, that's 2 of my hot takes. I can only get it if I go home to Texas because they don't sell it here. Ah, okay. If you take me, that idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior one step at a time. One step at a time. My character's watching him like, dude, you got no clue what you're in. Oh. Okay. Time to hydrate. I actually have water this time. Also, pineapple on pizza is good. It helps on things like pepperoni salami because it counteracts the heartburn for those, from those, and the tomato sauce. Ooh, I didn't actually know that. With pizza, because pineapple works for sweet savory. With ham, so if you put ham and pineapple on pizza, you'll get a Hawaiian pizza, which most people like. Ooh, I really got to try. Like, I've been told by everyone, they're like, hey, this tastes amazing. And I just haven't tried it. Because I always get like what you would probably consider like a meat lover's pizza or just a cheese pizza. I'm not a huge fan of pepperoni, ironically. I'll actually get pineapple chicken. It's really good. I haven't had chicken on pizza. I bet it's good, though. And the next time I go to Pieology, I'll see if they have it. Right then, my superiors, having informed me of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Fortin, proceeded to take me to task for gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is a product of heretical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this uncontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his saloon life as a Manderville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. Any barbecue sauce instead of marinara sauce plus grilled chicken, bacon on pizza. Ooh. White sauce, chicken, bacon, spinach, jalapenos. Ooh, those sound good. I do, like sausage, bacon, mushrooms, and spinach on my pizza. And I think I get Alfredo sauce too. But it's so good. If I had money, I'd get pizza, but I don't. In any event, though, can't do white sauce, makes them tummy angry or spicy. Ooh, yeah, that's true. I think it's safe to say there's something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly restored that face and itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have seen before. So let me leave the party. Oh, not. Does the Manderville man? Well, you know what? I can do the Manderville man. Watch this. Also, Cubit, I dressed up for the part. You can't do a Manderville questline and not dress up as a Manderville man. Spectre Quake is on the case. Exactly. A gazebo to call our own. Seer may be the only man who has yet to drink from the well of madness. That you stand here before me is proof that Halone smiles on me this day. I have need of your assistance, Quake, and before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed and now missing and presumed dead Knights of the Heavens Ward. None have returned to the capital since all the ... unpleasantness began. Yet recently we have found rumors that these honored sirs walking the streets. Wait. Were those 3 people on the hills Knights of the Round? Or no, that's the name of the spell. That's crazy. Okay. 'Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. We'll need all the help we can get, which means, fury take me, we could benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it will be on our terms. We can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth. Mammoth. Yes, all right. You must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you see, the inspector seems to enjoy a natural rapport, so... Praise Solone for a moment. I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors. And if I can't... to House 2 Forton Manor. Wait a minute, I'll just go here. Right? Yes. Pillars. Now, let me do something real quick. I'm slightly turned. What to the Holy See? The Holy See, a bunch of cuties. Those cuties? That's you, chat. Okay, now I'm turned the other way. There. Because Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Inquisitor Seer. Inquisitor Seer, Quake. Good morrow to you both. Are you... Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Business, always business, you may rest assured. Then I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery, murder, tax evasion? Evasion? Wait, before we get to that, what is going on here? Which is, it pains me to admit, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, I don't think that's true, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest of our home. Now, Gigi, I know you're fond of this gazebo, as we all are, but it belongs to Lord Edmont. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmont, would you? I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And why does it have a warm stove with steam emanating, with the steaming kettle too? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettles or gazebos. Gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmont's gazebo for how long? I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. Gazebos are quite expensive and dangerous if not domesticated. I want to know what she's confusing a gazebo for. I just think it's... I love her so much. She's so freaking funny. Dangerous indeed, my boy, and besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length of breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away the hours beneath the gazebo? I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go far. We are currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavensward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several... Or confusion worries me. I wouldn't worry too much. Any damage done is going to be, like, done to Hildebrand, so... These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, the promise of joining the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing they have refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor. Say no more. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Since when? Uh-oh. Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah. And leave my beloved boy to keep playing at being an inspector as well as a father to a bloody mammoth? Bugger that. You're coming home right this instant. How can you say such a thing? It's my life calling to be inspector, and Gigi is my son. He is a Manderville man. Grand as it is to see you, you have come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard here are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come Nashu, come Gigi, we shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. Those balls, he's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry ass of a father. Oh my god. I trust you a lot. Help me keep him out of trouble. Right then, come along. That could have gone better and worse. Let's not keep him waiting. I think it's funny because the one character who I've truly seen strike fear into my character is Hildebrand's father. Or, mother. I love Julian. She's awesome. And scary. Please do take me so foolish as to fall for their charade. From what I heard from the others, said knights bore not a slightest resemblance to the Heavensward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of Sir Adaphel's face. Oh, wherever could he be? I'm truly outside Her Grace. My allowance is all gone to waste on those. Ugh, I dare not say it. If those awful rumors are true, mayhap I must needs accept that he walks now in Halone's halls. I demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions and to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Sheribert was here, he'd purge the lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Ah yes, a pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. Papa Hildy, that, Grandmama over there is staring at us. Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise? Yes, Father, I promise not to call Grandma Julian Grandma Julian. Greetings, milady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And there I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy? My faithful assistants, have you gleaned any new information? Other than the fact that these women scorns seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they'd do if they cornered Sir... Is this the best you can do then? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies, and you call yourself a Manderville man. I assure you, Mother, we are only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unraveled with the tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. Hey, you never know. It's true, I too was shaken by the false promises of those awful, awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Vaguin, I think that's how you would pronounce that. So when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, I looked on the hideous face of the so-called Grand Sirs. I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not too much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. That helped immensely. My lady, I swear to you here now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. Our quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants, justice waits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? I have. You mean we're to travel to the Dravanian hinterlands right now, just like that? Wait a minute. Where am I going? There I am. Idleshire. Let's see. Okay. Earlier, SiriBot had bonked somebody, so I wanted to see what they had said to get SiriBot to bonk them. And they were trying to get me to buy viewers. Good bot. There's so many quests I haven't done. Yeah, it's just a chatbot. And now he's wearing too much clothes. Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of her Uplander and Gabi citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and, bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they are no match for Lady Julian and that pin of hers, am I right? Am I right? I want to see her make bad gobbies fly. Fly again. Practice some self-care today. You deserve it. SiriBot speaks the truth. God's sakes, Hildy. Except in Quake, this slot would be in a dead ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I wouldn't, never let any harm to come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector sense tells me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek. Yeah, Seer, you're not gonna get a word in edgewise. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Yes, yes.
Louchox knows the Grand Sirs, sneaky uplanders keep to themselves. Mingle not with the gobby flock, but each to own. Louchox says, no questions, only jingly shine. Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago. As I recall, pays visits to the Great Library, though I couldn't tell you why. Exceedingly experienced treasure hunter. Why do you look familiar? Well, maybe they're experienced. They've had a lot of years on the job. Oh, I know all about these Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs, south of the round spot. You best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you if you for looking at them cockeyed. It's entirely plausible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What look behind you, a three-headed gobu. Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? Speak with Hildebrand. If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. But what would you know? The Grand Sirs are holed up in a building south of the markets? Good show, Quake! There, that's the one. Let's inform the others. Seem that no one is home. There's not we can do but wait them. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I live in Hildebrand, Hillador, Maximilian, Manderville. Could that be, I say, could that be Slowfix Coin Toss? Do you know this Gabi, Inspector? I most certainly do. Why, Master's Slowfix was my very first employer. When traveling through Thanalan long ago, Gabi Flock was waylaid by Uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay the brass blades, we had no way to backtake goods. Till we made busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness, he finds Uplander bandits and brings much bangy boom and returns the goodly Gabi's missing goods with great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation for Uplanders. But for a chance encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of a egalitarian utopia. One may even claim Hildy a founding father of Idleshire with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. Oh, memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid. When my haste to escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand and, as they say, boom, Gabi, boom. Poor, no busy deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed. Believing that delightful anecdote aside, ye gods, Master Slowfix, just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes. Our flock has come a long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer a hand lending. Well, far be it for me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, so I should like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodation. A humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice. Why settle for gazebo in perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in rares, and Slowfix happy to evict them. But we were just pursuing the fiends who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud? In Slowfix's Egalian Utopia? This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grand Sirs. No need for Jingleshine either. Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowfix. Thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobbyflock is possessed a moral obligation to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grand Sirs. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new homes for the former tenants. Come, let us go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be our canvas. Now he's gone and gotten himself a sodden gazebo. Bloody hells, if he really thinks I'm gonna let him keep playing at being a father. I think it's too late to stop him. I think it's happened. I don't think there's anything you can do to stop him. They're all doing their own thing. Oh, it's so freaking cute. Still no sign of the notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we are going to need more paint. Oh, that's so cute. Don't trust anyone over 60? What? What could that mean? As much as it pains me to admit, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. Hey, Inspector, is it me, or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Oh, 'tis quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to the fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the bloody Grand Sirs. Come Come on, they're getting away. Let's see. Okay. And I think it was this one. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves at once. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, grand sirs. Name yourselves and answer for your misdeeds. Flare of 1,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens. Orland. The master of magics, ancient and awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated the maladies, save sentence and incontinence. Gonspart, I think that would how you would pronounce that. Grand Sirs, Excelsior. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Mayhap both. Grandsires. Grandsires. Grand Sirs. You stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now lay down your arms and surrender yourselves unto my custody. Ha! The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. Oh, that's a limit. That's a level 3 limit break. You will rue the day and rue it hard. Gods, how I've missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. It was on days like this when we met, wasn't it? When we soared through those azure skies. We never truly came back down. What the hell is happening? Do mine eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart descended from Alone's halls to guide me to her bosom? My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. He fucking died. Orland, Orland, Orland! Alas, poor Orland, I knew him not the slightest, but he seemed a decent man, chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding. He will rue the day and rue it hard. Oh, he straight up passed out. Ooh. And then probably died from the height. Wait, I've seen this before, all too recently. Yes, he's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's Magic's ancient and awesome here acts with all the haste, this man may yet be saved. Oh, you're referring to me. I see, I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, yes, I'll get right on that. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me the creature, a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite. No, wait, that's not good. Let me see. Something of rather less, controversial tradition. Yes, something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh, and smite my foes. Foes? I thought you were friends. Oh God. Oh, he's still alive. Saint, Reinette bugger me with a bleeding... My back! My back! Seem I have underestimated you lot. That makes two of us? Enough, leave him be, or do not care what becomes of the mammoth. No. Kiki, but when? How? I thought I recognized you first in Ishgard, then in Idleshire. You've been following us since we've left the capital. Bearer faces, fair and feasome, midnight shadow which have deceived. Kings and queens, Doris. You can't possibly have been so naive to think that we could not see through your ridiculous disguise. And yet, here you are, so effortlessly lured into our trap, for which we are most grateful. Mind, my companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. All has been in preparations for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes, from the first the objectives of this grand design has been the singular mammoth. I swear to you, if you bring harm Gigi in any way, we have no desire to hurt the boy, but we require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours, our youth. Confound it all, I can't see. Damn. They're very slowly getting away. Papa Hildy! Gigi! Stay strong, my son. I swear I will find you. "12, strike me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the Grand Sirs that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I have never seen my beloved, son ever again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Rotstahan by now. This is the first time Rotstahan is mentioned. Oh my god. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at Tortoise's pace. Little milksop's right. Let's get right after the old buggers. Ugh, okay. Seems like the free company's getting chatty. Alright, where am I going? Okay. So it seems the Grand Sirs have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. How ironic, also how premature. We have them yet, but they still have Gigi. Damn it, if only some manner of opportunity would present itself. I feel like he's saying now is that opportunity. Ask and you shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange. Wizard sir, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No, no, we shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Quake shall stalk and subdue the Grand Sir, and then relieve him of his armor. How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Quake. Alright. Ha, I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, yet tender-looking fingers. What? I say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young man? There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonspart can't seem to soothe with his magics. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Pray lend me a hand with the straps. Truly, young man, you are a saint. Ah, I swear, it's the little things that you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right, right. I should have be seated to receive your tender ministrations. Ah, the healing tingle. That, what I would, would that I had a tincture of salamander with, which to treat these aches my pigsley used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Come, don't be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot slowly. Make me forget my troubles. Okay, dude. Whatever you say. Old Dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm. Okay, that's not home. Gotta see you tomorrow. Yep, have a good night, Leia. Thanks for popping in. Signals resumption of his labored breathing. Right, have a good night, Slime. Thanks for popping in as well. With the utmost care, you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled monsters. May he rest in peace. They really threw that in there, like... like, yes. You were the bad guy in this situation. Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the Dragoon, and by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy, as befitting a man of his years, while returning with the equipment I require. Capital. Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity. But you two look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. Oh, ye of little faith, you are in for a treat. For you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of a Manderville man guile and subterfuge. Hey, is it time for dinner yet? We just ate, you daft bugger. Where the hell's is Orland? No, he's gone. He's got to take a piss every hour, damn it, but he could at least be quick about it. Greetings, fellow antediluvians. I have returned. I wonder if they're gonna believe it. Oh, bollocks. It's about time. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here. 'Tis behavior unbecoming of a gentleman to keep children in cages. What in the seven hells are you blathering about? He's going to get away. No, he will not. See, still here, within my care. Right then, on a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. Here, take me. It's working. He's about to walk out of there with Gigi, and then they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good. Well, I'm cold, and there are morbles after me. Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. I'm me, but you're also me. That can't be unless... This is it. This is the moment where my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney. We'll be together at last. Oh! Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so, hackneyed that it would make, a minstrel blush. Ye gods, I never realized dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Vivi, wait! Oh! My son, what's gotten into you? Vivi. Vivi, where have I heard that name before? Remember who you are, Vivi, what you are. A creation of the great Charlene Archmage, Quan. Quan, I was given life by... Grandpa Quan. I remember now. We lived together. He taught me many things about the outside world. What exactly do you remember, my son? Everything, yes, everything. I remember that Grandpa Quan created me. He took care of me, released me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpa Quan abandoned me. He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again. And so, in his ignorance, he cast you out and died all alone. To turn back the hands of time, then what we witnessed in the Crozier was the Duke's priceless face. That power could be brought to bear on people? But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't have possibly been associates of this Archmage. We've found his journals during one of my many trips to the Great Library. Scavenging for relics is one of the very few ways we have left to make a living. We are famed heroes in the war of the war in our prime, with fortunes to match. But no soldier has the strength to triumph over time, and before we knew it, the hour of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our services. So we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics, and give us back our misshapen youth. Fury, take me. This is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We knew where to look, even. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance for a second life was within reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi out from the snow and nearly ruined everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you unlock your true potential. Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you help make us young again, but you could have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi, Vivi, Vivi! Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best, you can animate a corpse, and I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury. Gigi, wait, what of our adventures? What of the gazebo? You are truly, you are a Manderville mammoth. You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him, so even if it fails, I have to try. What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them. Mayhap we must respect Gigi's decision. So that's the end of that chapter. Giving up and coming back home. I made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I have ever stood by it. Mayhap it is this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics to pervert the natural order. It falls to me, his father, to ensure Gigi keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work and cannot thank you enough for all that you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to a rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might afford an opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them. I knew you would understand. Right then, there is no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our new gazebo to discuss our plans. I suppose it'd be a shame had he given up that easily, but that means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if that bloody mammoth's really got the power to make them young again, then Oh my god, how long? I want to finish this tonight. I'd say suspend my pursuits, and I will, but that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers in Ishgard. Okay, let me look at the chart. It seems as though we have 2 more quests left. And I want to do those last 2 tonight. I want to get through each of the Hildebrand stuff early. Like one quest line a day. I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes. Including many of Charlene origin, and I have a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. That is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that, as if to imply my interest in these matters is more than a professional one? I'm sure you know that you're not know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Quake. That will be all. Alright, I have some trail mix, and I'm going to start chowing on that, so if I'm chewing and I'm not reading, that is why. And hopefully I'm not being too loud. We need to speak, Quake. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magic since we last spoke, and the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Alec is portrayed as, in Corydon, is a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Allegans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. It was in these texts that I found references to temporal magics, once wielded by the Allegan mages. Said magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities on these magics are one and the same, then it may be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, and much as he restored the Duke's priceless face. That being said, there's no telling how this will work with regards to living beings. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel were restored, what would become of the former contents? Would it be filled with water as before, the very same every drop returned? Or would it be different water, or would the water once spilt be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend, for even if one could use those magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? I beg your pardon, are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes, you Inquisitor Steer, I saw you sneak into the archives and seek out the forbidden tomes. Saw the mad light in your eyes when you partook of their forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of, I did all that for my investigation. You admit your crimes, and you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contravention of our rules. Read for forbidden tomes, then by the virtue and authority vested in me by the supreme sacred tribunal of the Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. You stupid, ignorant. Are you all so desperate to keep your God's damned jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world, and his wife of heresy? Is that all we've been reduced to? I'm sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it. We're all better than that. He's come around! If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. And off he runs. No, you never really think of trail mix until you're hungry. You got nothing else? I didn't realize it's really good. Okay. Seeing that we arrived too late, Inspector Hildebrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Sirs. They came back briefly to trade Jingly Shine for supplies and whatnot, you see. And the Gobbies caught ear, killing dragons. Forlands, Inspector learned about it later. Left them right away. He had a duty, not as Inspector, but as a father. Still awake, sorta. Good night, y'all. Good night, Warden. Buggered that. He's got no obligation to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of its own free will. As I recall, I swear I turn back on the boy for one bleeding second, and he loses his god's damned mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try and find him and offer a lending hand? I'm rather more concerned what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack, or worse, kill any of Hraesvalger's brood. Nope, he's gone. But first things first, I suppose. Quake, would you be so kind to assist Mr. Snashu and Julian in their search for the Inspector? I'll pay a visit to Archmage's Quan's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think it's to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety. Let us just say that our singular experiences brought together has inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality. Huh. Could be the scrawny little shites finally found his spine. Let's start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the Inspector probably went there first to ask after the Grand Sirs. So if we were to do the same, they're sure to catch up with him eventually. We're on the chase. This is so much reading. Paint me yellow and call me Chocobo. That's a sightseeing log you got there. Oh no! That's not what I wanted. Let me leave. Leave me alone. No! I accidentally picked up a side quest. Okay. I saw blue and I was like, oh hey, this must expand on it, and then I picked up a side quest. 3 dragon slayers and a mammoth. Eh? I'd call you a mummer if I hadn't seen them come through earlier. But about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. Oh no. Look at that little goof. Look at him. Oh, those staff sods, they were here for Annex Shrine. Not sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident. That much I recall. So this is my first peek into seeing what streaming, like doing long streams of Dawn Trail is going to be like. I've never streamed and felt my throat get sore. And my throat is starting to feel sore. Is this what Birdie feels? Oh, I'm experiencing birdie-itis? Exactly. The Guardians with the mammoth, they were here, proclaiming to all and sundry that they were going to slay the greatest dragon of them all, and God's only knows if the naive fools were serious. Well, one thing's for sure. I'm gonna try and finish 1 expansion's worth of Hildebrand quests per stream. And I'm gonna be doing longer streams of those. And then after that, I'll do, like, the Alliance raids I haven't done, and or let me be more specific, the Alliance raid I haven't done, and then the 2 normal raids I haven't done. During those, I would love to have a couple of guests to help me queue up and all that. So yeah, I'm like snacking on trail mix right now. And then not really talking all that much. In hopes of oh. In hopes of stopping my throat from getting any more sore. The poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth. Would you look at that? The inspector sure gave him a what for. That may be, but where did the other 2 go? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though having said that, it looks easier said than done. How silly me. I'm sure you've got more than enough strength to yank him free, right, Quake? Oh. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of magic mask, which makes him look just like the inspector, just like the man of 1,000 faces back in Ul'dah. That's Hildebrand, all right. There's no fool in a mother's eyes. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? This wouldn't have happened if you had waited for us instead of wait. Why in the hells are you wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements. Alas, it would seem that the Grand Sirs has grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Wait, did you mean they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, sulphur eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. Uh-oh. By the Fury, not pointy. According to the Archmage Kuan's note, that's a sign Gigi's using too much magic. If he carries on like this, his Aether will be expended. He'll end up not more than an empty husk. This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grand Sirs at once. Do you know where they were headed? All I heard was they were keen to slay dragons. They're bound for the Churning Mist, a place called Zenith, to kill the great worm named Nidhogg. Really? That all happened? I meant the other one, Hraesvalgr. Oh, God. Hraesvalgr? Fury take me, what could they possibly hope to achieve? Yeah, I was like, we already killed him. It's officially past midnight my time, so I can technically say I've streamed for 2 days. Well, let me... Your set list, plus that, Reaper. Inspector. There, we'll just do that. And then let me make a portrait real quick. Please tell me I can do most gentlemanly. Clap, congratulate, battle dance. You know what? Can I just flex? There it is. There we go. Then background. Let's see. There. I now have a portrait. You're most gentlemanly. Okay. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. Though 'twould seem my wounds are more serious than I thought, I fear I am in no condition to confront our foes. There's one thing that could restore my former indomitable self. Don't you worry, I've got some salamander oil right here. Shall Mummy give her baby boy a massage? Oh, my dearest Mummy, mother dearest, I would not impose upon you, not when my ever-loyal associate Quick here stands ready to minister my muscles. Oh, God. He wants me to massage him again. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Quake handle it. Theirs is a bond which transcends time and space and personal boundaries. Set the way of it. I'm counting on you.